still in recording.
Don't pull up no corners.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Yourself.
Yeah. And this is layers. So you can move your box to another layer. So these are different layers over here. This is your magnet tool, the snap-on objects and stuff like that. So to the order to move your object to a different scene, you got to press the letter M and move your object to a different scene. So where your object go, you select on this scene, this where your object go. And you go back to press the letter M as in moon, cow, or McDonald's. Go back to the vert scene, and these are just your prefix render. That's your viewport. This is GPL renders. Over here, we got more craziness. Okay,
how do I get out of that? Do I hit M again, or?
You hit M again. Okay, you hit M again. See, wait. Oh, this is wobbly. Wait. When you go M, you go to a different layer. You can move to a different layer, and you move that to a different layer.
What is a layer?
Layer allows you to put different. If you have multiple objects in the scene, and say you want to say you have a whole bunch of objects in your scene. Well, I'm gonna put on here like a whole bunch of craziness. Let's put craziness. Normal plugins. Okay, I'll show you how to get to those in a minute. I have all these objects and I can't get to them. You could hide them, press H, or you can move them to another layer. So I could select one, press M, move to layers, and that's what that does, and clears you from hiding stuff. And you just finish this guy, and you could put on layers. It's better organized in layers. And then you could use different stuff for layers, because people use layers for different things for more complex stuff. You know what I mean? So you want to select different things in your scene. You know what I mean? And over here, you also can use layers for rendering. Okay. Over here is your render settings. You got your default rendering. That's your rendering the scene. You know what I mean? And to go back to your editor, press Escape. You know what I mean? Your animation. I'm going to show you a quick animation soon, but you saw the animation going right now. Every animation. This is your default settings. Right now, it's set to where phillycam offers 1920 by 80. You know what I mean? And high resolution quality. This is your ratio. This is your end start and your start and your end start for animation. This is step. This is 30. Well, how many frames you want? 30 frames per second, 24 per frame. This is your anti-alias. This is
and just so everybody knows, 30 frames per second.
So 30 frames per second. FPS is standard. Well, 30 frames per second is your standard, but if you wanted 24, if you have a videos already 24, this is your sample motion.
The most important thing about that is that making sure that whatever your animation, the frame rate for your animation is, should still be the same frame rate that you're editing with in your timeline.
Yeah. But note this. If you have an animation, it's 30 frames per second, make sure you click on 30 frames per second. If you have an animation 50 per second, you put on 50 per second. Okay? Now you got your shading. This is going when you want to, this is a quicker way than using for text on screen and stuff like that. Okay? I'm also going to give you the processors. This is for the processor, for memory, how much processors you want to take and how much your memory buffers per disk. You want to save your buffer, you want to free your texture, you want to free your no better than. We don't have that in our scene. We got pre-processing, which is edge, where you want to look like cartoony. So I could put this on and press 12, but we don't have 12. Press 12 and you get an edge on here.
Okay.
And you can make it more cartoony if you want. Press 12 again. More edge and stuff like that. So keep that in mind. But this is just an old technique from an old Blender user. We use freestyle now. Turn everything to 2D. You know, freestyle is a different subject. Turning everything to line art and stuff like that. So this is just render settings. This is the features. We're not gonna go depth in them because this is new in Blender called Texture Atlas. It can turn your texture into UV mapping and sky mat, and that's more technical terms. We're not gonna get into that. We're gonna skip that for now. This is stamp and it's output. So you got different outputs. If you're making a movie, use either use raw, but if you use a phillycam, use this. You go to Encore, take your presets, MK4. Sometimes 2 don't work. Your audio is this. You know what I mean? And then everything should be fine. Sometimes you got to play with it. Sometimes MP3 don't work. Sometimes you have to do this. Sometimes you have to play with it sometimes. And sometimes the file's not going to catch up with it. Okay? So you make sure you have your good presets. And sometimes you got to go to, what is this? Yeah, this one right over here, because it's going to give you files. So you use QuickTime, MP3 and Acer. So this is the best resolution for phillycam, and this is the output source where you want to
can you
file.
repeat that? You use
Well, when you rendering
for Philly animation. What's the
for phillycam for animation is this is the resolution it's already set. This is default already. When you come down here, when you set your defaults, you go to your outputs, and you select status stills. You select to any one of these numbers, like raw or JPEG.
Basically just leave that open. Just leave that open.
Yes.
That window or
which one?
That one.
So on the side just click on that one. The drop down.
The MPEG.
The MPEG right here.
No.
Yeah, just keep it open. So there you can either have just still images.
Still images or animation images.
Okay. The JPEG.
JPEG.
Animated movie.
Animated movie. Picking movie files.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm a little stuttering.
It's okay.
I'm just excited because thanks for Jay for helping me out. And I thought I was gonna have more class in this, you know, and people don't.
This way.
Yeah, and I could break down. This is bake time for if you have high resolution models and you want to bake into textures. That's a different story. So about baking. Yeah, we are going to teach it, but we ain't going to teach modeling right now. We're going to teach what this is layers. Okay, I explained about layers. You have different object layers. And if you right now we're seeing all layers when we render. But if you want to render present the layer, you can just if we're on layer 1, we would render that. And an object on layer 2, and these are scenes over here. It's just get different scenes in an object. So you can render out different scenes into your editor, your node editor. Okay, we're going to show you the layouts too. So we're going to go to rec layouts. This is your scene object data. This is for movie clip camera stuff. When you do motion tracking stuff, it's going to come up when you bake the scenes. It's going to have all preload stuff. This is your units. This is keying sets. This is your coloring for filming, stuff like that. This is speckling for filming because you actually using different RPGs and you got different presets of display of devices. So you want different grunge or raw, and you know, I'll leave it default. But we're not gonna mess with that because I'm gonna just show you the coloring. This is audio. Cache out your audio as animation. This is gravity because we're gonna be using physics. Because physics is built in. You can use physics in game engine, or you can use physics inside render. This is our new features we have in Blender, and this is simplified for like SSS scattering for real life textures. So that's something else. Okay. This is just plugins. Know that. This is world properties, so you can change the world properties, and this ambient conclusion map. Element lighting.
Now, what is world properties considered?
World property is considered changing the world property of this background. So say I'll go change it like instead of like white, I change it whatever. You know what I mean? And whatever. If I render it, it's gonna come out like that.
Oh, okay. The background.
Okay, the background. Yeah. So world products is your background. You could add real sky, blue sky, you know what I mean, and whatever your background is, you know, you could change it whatever you want to change it. You know what I mean? You could change this background too. So this is all along with this. So this is your cube, your object cube. They call this object cube data. You know what I mean? This is the transform property. You can move this, and you can also animate that too. Press an I, you know what I mean, animate it, and then over here animate this way. Press I, and then you got a little animation going back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you just delete frames, right click and like here, and just say delete frames. You know what I'm saying? Clear all keyframes. All right, no more animation over here. So that's another way you can cheat way to animation stuff. Okay. This delta time, the same thing as this, using delta time. Lock on location, rotation, anywhere you want to lock into. Sorry I had to introduce you to 3D because this is a 3D packing system. Everything you do, you got to add into 3D if you want to add in text and stuff like that. Okay. This is group. Group is if you have two objects, press Control D, and I would press this, and the shortcut key is Control and G, and this is a group. And there you name it, whatever you want to name it. Now,
what's a group?
A group is a bunch of objects you put together in a group. A whole bunch of, if you have a whole bunch of objects, the thing about it is you select one into a group. The shortcut key is Shift and G. You could have its child or parent or its group and select the whole thing in a group. So you have one instance of a group. And if I make another group with monkey heads on there, and you can add it using, like say, let's do a dummy mode. And let me duplicate that.
How is it different than a layer?
Well, the layer.
How is it different than
well, let me show you about different about a layer. And you add this to the group. You will add this to a new group.
So the group is like a file of things you want.
Yeah, but more than that. Now we got this in the group, and I add this back to the group. I add this to the group. Okay, what this is, I just move these all into the layer and say, oh, what happened? All right, here's the magic thing. Press Alt A, go to instances, and I can add this group back. Thing about that, you got the instances of the group, and you can have multiple instances of that group. Had the cube itself, you know what I mean? And that's one of the things of the groups, or multiple instances. And then you can edit your groups. What's different from the group, from the layers, is you have a whole bunch of cities. You can make cities, and you put different parts in a group.
What is a city?
No, you make it cities.
Oh,
you're making it cities.
Okay.
You're making a city like using cubes, for instance. And on top of that, when you get into particles, see, now we're going to be beyond.
Yeah, we need a one-on-one.
So this is basically similar to what a graphic designer would use when they're building.
Yeah, there's more graphic design, 3D graphic design. So yeah, exactly. But we're not going. Well, we're going right now. We're not going to go into the 3D part right now. But that's why I'm just showing you what it does. So I'm just going to go right back to the clean slate right now, and we're going to ignore that group thing because these things you had to check on. You know what I mean? Let's go on. Here's your particles. This is your texture for your cube, and this is the material for your cube. Okay, that's more in 3D text.
Yeah, that's cool.
So you can make the ball move?
Well, no, this is material.
That's the material. Oh, I got
material.
you. I'm sorry. That right there, you would take and put inside of there?
No, it's already inside there already.
Yeah.
It's already inside there. So you can change it. It's like color. It's a color like Photoshop.
Okay.
It's a color like Photoshop. But you can pass texture, UV mapping, and stuff like that.
Okay.
And this is the texture itself, and this is the particles. This is the cloth simulation and all physics simulations. That's the physics part. And now we got different modes. Your first mode is animation. Like I say, you will just take the cube and animate it. Okay. This is over here is your dope sheet. This is all your view editors for your dope sheet. This is your selection tool.
You said dope sheet?
That's what they call dope sheet. That's your dope sheet editor. Huh? No, that's what they're naming it. That's what they're naming it. But this is.
What did he say?
Anybody, like, where's the funny glass? Nobody got it? I got it.
This is your dope sheet
I need a few
editor.
of those.
Yeah, this is dope sheet editor adding markers and duplication and jump and
Okay, what's
this
the point of the dope sheet?
Oh, here we go. Once you got your animation, let's put I location. I'm gonna move this up. I location. That's your dope sheet right there. You can edit it. Your animation tags. Press A. Box select. Group. Make it longer.
Oh, okay.
And then over here you got your curve editor. You see your curve editor. This is vector space. You can hold your handles with the up and down. You know what I mean?
Oh, cool.
And then you could just say, I want a consistent, press V for the vector, and it's going to be consistent while you're running an animation.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Slow up and
Isn't
slow
that
down.
cute?
You know what I mean? And then your dope sheet also could turn into an action editor. You know what I mean? Your location, it'll bruise your location, and you lock in and delete. Also, you got your shape keys. Shape keys, you got to use the mesh. I show you shape keys on that one. Grease pencil, you can animate with your grease pencil. Hold D, and you can animate with your grease pencil. You can draw like that. Okay.
So could you
Mask.
explain why there are different modes?
Well, different modes because right now, then you could customize these modes. Why they different modes depends on people who they want. You don't have to lock on these modes. You can make your own modes. I'm gonna show you how to make your own, your custom modes and stuff like that. What it is, Blender design, it has everything in one. You know what I mean? I'm just showing you not to get lost. I'm gonna show you how to make your own thing, and when you open it, it's where you wanted it. Okay. So this is just an introduction to where I'm just giving you overhead view. I don't want to see if I break this down, it's gonna be longer than that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that.
So what I'm doing, this is the curve editor you just saw.
Okay.
Okay. These are the tools for the curve editor. They're the same from the tools for the play bars. We all know the play bar does. You know what I mean? Playback, frame, kiosk. You could sync with your files and stuff like that. So you got your compositor. Now this is a funny thing. This is the compositor, and you press 12, F12.
I don't like the shortcuts.
Okay. Now here's the dummy mode. Now you don't have to press F12. You just press go render. Render and frame, okay? And render frame. And here's the dummy mode. This is your toolbar for your image and masking. Like I said, there's a bunch of masking. And then we got matting, Kia. We got keying for green screening. We got a bunch of kiosks and chaos for green scheming. This is where you can do your green screening stuff like that, okay? Okay, and take out backgrounds, okay? And this is where you link up the nodes and stuff like that, okay? We got matting, we got distortion, flip, and all that stuff, just like Photoshop. Group, you can make these orders in group. The layouts and switching frames, that's your node editor. And you got, this is render, you got multiple nodes. You got material, you got render, you got texture, you got different properties for different ones. And, you know, you got add-in, same way here. And it changed, and you could change them and add them, but you could use. So that's the compositive. That's what you composite. And it's the game engine. This is the game logic bricks. So they use logic bricks to make your game and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And that's a different tutorial itself because you could change it into different modes. But that's a tutorial, so we're gonna skip that. So we're not gonna be. This is motion tracking. If you have some of the motion tracking, so you can load in your motion tracking data through your file. And let me see if I can find my file. See, if I go in here and go to my F drive, go to my D drive, if it loads up. Here we go. And I'm gonna load up this file. I'm gonna cache this out. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and then,
oh shoot, that's cool. You go back, yeah.
no, wait a minute. I gotta load in the cache.
Okay.
And I'm gonna show you how to motion tracking. Now this is the cache.
What are you doing now?
I'm showing the motion tracking feature. This is the motion tracking feature. You add a you start from the back. You start from the back, and you you press
Shows how they do this for movies.
yeah, but this is not lightsaber. This is for motion tracking. It's a motion tracking toy.
The handles of the props.
Yeah,
it's a lightsaber toy.
Yeah, it is. It is. So add a marker is.
Spider-Man.
Oh, definitely we can use we use this for Spider-Man.
Stop confusing me, y'all. Come on.
Okay, now.
All right, because we were ahead. Okay, I'm sorry.
You add this for your motion tracking. This is for motion tracking. This is putting 3D into your 2D environment.
Okay, now I have a question. What is all this red and white dots and green dots?
Well, this allows you the motion tracker to see this connect. I'm gonna show you one. I'm gonna show you one. I'm tracking.
Okay.
Okay, and it'll take hours. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show you one tracking. No, because I'm just gonna give you a little taste of what. I'm gonna track forward, so you can track it. See it sticks. It's tracking. Oh, it tracked to the next one. What happened there is tracking a whole bunch of that, but that's an error because it's gonna give me an error. So what happened is you do not track like that. You got to take your time to track. So let me delete this because
Just go over that again and explain what's happening because this is just a
okay. Let me
part about
okay.
A lot of different animation.
Okay, this is the motion tracking. Make sure it's the patterns is locking on. Make sure it don't leaves the scene. So we just track forward. Make sure it don't jump. Just step that joint up. Just keep tracking up because see what it does is it stays on the ball. It stays on the ball.
It moves the object instead of the person.
No, it's more than me.
So right now it's recording something in its memory.
It's recording
each frame.
Yeah.
Right now we're not even doing any animating. It's just recording wherever that ball is. Wherever he made that square.
Yes.
We're memorizing the places that's moving in each frame.
Okay.
All right. Let me hurry. Here we go. Here's the finish scene with the object and everything in it. Let me press 12. If it still's here, if it's not.
Can you please stop using the shortcuts?
Okay.
I know you know the shortcuts, but we don't. So can you use the ones up there so we'll know which one is everything is in?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Oh, anytime.
You gotta stop calling me man. We're gonna fight.
Okay, here's the finished data.
Okay.
It's gonna take a long time to render, but this is the motion tracking what I did earlier. And let me play it through the for this part because I'm just gonna show you the features of if I can load the background back up. Okay, so this is right now I'm gonna play it. Press Alt A and see it's tracking
Stop doing that. Play is where up there.
All right, hold on. All right, hold on. So I just switched my joint up.
Okay.
Oh, all right, hold on. Okay, let me get to the thing real quick. Cause here you go. Press this button.
Which one?
Right here, and it's called Alt A. That's the shortcut key.
I want that.
And then you can change it. I'm gonna show you how to change it. This is the blaster itself. It's tracking the data. All this I track it take a couple of hours. This is the 3D object she's tracking with.
Okay.
And this is what be in your scene. And then if you render it, and if we are lucky, if it's still there, go to my template file. Oh, the wrong template file. Here it goes. Here go the finished product. Because it's going to sorry. This is what it looked like in 3D.
Okay.
And it still need work on it, but that's what the 3D tracking is. That's what it does to allow you to do 3D tracking. That's how they do Spider-Man and all them cats and stuff like that. And that's the motion tracking system. It's integrated and into Blender. This is scripting. It's Python scripting and stuff like that using Python. This is the UV editing. UVs are using UV mapping. Go into editor mode, press U for UV to unwrap, or the letter E, or press the UV button right over here on the UVs. Press is the letter E for unwrap, and allows you to unwrap automatically. That's where you allow put textures on your mapping on your stuff. Okay, and you can load an image up. You know what I mean? And I'm trying not to, because I'll just tell you, Blender. I'm let you know Blender has a lot of shortcuts. It's a lot of efforts you have to put into it. And I'm sorry, I don't have no other way to tell you this, because this is the texture. This would look like in 3D with the texture itself.
Okay.
So, and you got the base of light in here, but that's the UV editing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then you could just render it.
Could you just describe what UV editing is?
Yeah, UV editing is a coordination. Come on in. UV editing is a coordination. U means Y, V is X. You know what I mean? It's a coordination that simplifies a UV unwrapping flat surface. And take a picture like that and put it in a 3D object. You know what I mean? We're not going to cover UV mapping though, you know, but I'm just showing you the introduction of what UVs are, so you can understand UV. We're going to get more in depth to UVs, you know what I mean, in editing. Here we go, video editing. Now this is the part
I know how to do this.
That's the part we're going to get into this part. So the order to add stuff in here, just simple. Just press the add key. You can add a movie. You gotta add a movie and stuff like that. Like I could add this as a movie at the explosion. You know what I mean? I'm press now to move it. To move the order to move this clip is press G.
Is there anything else we can use besides G? Is there something up there we can move on file?
No, we can't.
Okay.
On a movie editor, it's no shortcuts. It's no widgets.
Okay.
There's no widgets on there.
So I've got to press
G to move. G to grab. And then you move it up and down. This is your movie editing. We're gonna press the K key to cut. You can move it like this one.
Oh, this is the okay. The guy told me about last week. He said,
So I have a question.
Yes.
Cut is not up there.
No.
File rendering and Windows on
Nope.
It's down here.
You go to here,
Yes.
here, marker, jump, add, strip. You go to strip over here. This is snap, H, the hide, the strips, and here go your erasing, Y to separate the strip, and K. Here's the button right there, K.
Okay, thank you.
And this hard cut is Shift K.
Okay.
See all that shortcuts, and you
See, the shortcuts that you're using are confusing me because you're used to the shortcuts because you're used to doing this.
Yeah.
So instead of using shortcuts, I need you to go into the actual icon that everything's in so I'll know where it is.
Blender's not like that. I'm gonna tell you one more time. Blender uses a lot of shortcuts. I repeat, only way you could do something like this is this. It's through the strips. It allows you to cut. Now, so you make a line here. This is an alternative way to actually do video editing.
Okay.
Okay. One, you understand Blender. You know what I mean. You had to get used to it. You know what I mean. See Alt G to mute. All this stuff doesn't here. See by moving it, it doesn't have this as Alt G. See, you gotta use the letter G to move. See, grab and move.
Well, can I just press grab and move?
You can press grab and move.
That's what I'm talking about to you.
Okay.
I'm talking about using the keys down here, like strip and the
Yeah, grab and move.
Yeah, I need.
But
you using the shortcuts are confusing us.
Okay, let me see. It works in 3D when you put in 3D. Grab and move. G. You know what I mean? G, Y, Y, on the local axis. G, X, G. Yep, she got it. Z axis. You know what I mean? So people don't understand. There's a lot there's a lot of modes to a blender. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I just
But you could take our Final Cut Pro project and then incorporate this blender.
yeah, inside.
And create graphics.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And that way you can
Yes.
more. How can I say bling, blitz,
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
sizzle, whatever you want to call it.
So let me show you what you could do with it, and I will show you something. Well, what you could do with it, like if you want to add text to your screen. So if I add a scene, I have a scene here, and I could go here and add an image.
And the image you can go in.
Do the goldfish.
Okay, I'm gonna do the goldfish transparent.
Okay.
Goldfish, that's transparent. I made that transparent.
Oh,
I want a little transparent background.
Go to image.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to image.
Go to the heroine model.
No, that's something.
I want to
He
be
ain't finished
I
doing
want to
her
be a great
yet.
female superhero.
Oh, that star is right down.
The work you did for me, the piece of garlic with the arms.
Yeah, you see it. You see it.
Go back to that place.
I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. I show his work. I show now he want to see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. Here we go. Before I'm trying to show them with how things work. Here we go. How to add text to your scene. You know what I mean? Go to here. Oh, I'm gonna put this on
Fright
later.
Factory. So I take it that's a horror movie.
Yeah, it's a haunted house.
Haunted house horror movie.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to the 3D. See, you could go back and forth to 3D view, and I'm gonna Alt G, Alt R to clear the rotation of the camera, and go to the camera and go to here. Make sure your 3D cursor is in the middle.
Okay.
Delete. Press A. Alt Shift A. The text. I'm just gonna put text. You can edit it for the edit mode.
Alright. That's just like Final Cut. Robbie.
And now here's the key part of it. You go to shading. Go to transparent. Get rid of transparent. Get rid of all these. Keep the shadow if you want the shadow or not. Go to your materials. Add a material to it. You can add any color you want to it. You know, and when you go to your font, you can add 3D to it. So, you know what I mean?
Go to extrude.
Yeah, extrude, and you can rotate it a little bit.
Okay.
And you can bezel out a little bit. You know what I mean? And then I can go back to my editor, and I could just go refresh, and then I'm gonna hit overlay, alpha over, then my text right there. That's how you add 3D text to the 3D or any kind of text up to your movie, or whether you have on, you could be or you could be animating on top of you or whatever, you know what I mean? Or you want on flat surface, you know what I mean? So you could go ahead and these are shortcuts. They come with the CD. I'm selling for $10, okay?
Which I gotta get tomorrow, because you didn't tell us that in advance.
I did tell you in advance, very in advance. I
You
told you
today.
I told you today.
That's not advance. We'll look at the class.
That's right.
No,
You get a
because
free class, but you
because
gotta pay for the CD.
well because
No, I'll pay for the CD, but
because I didn't know who's coming. Jay didn't tell me who was coming though.
Okay.
Yeah,
You live in
yeah.
Philly?
Yes, I do.
So I keep it real. Don't nobody carry no money after dark, so you should have told us early in advance.
I didn't know who was coming. I didn't know
All
who
I
was
carried
coming.
was credit.
I didn't know you was coming. I didn't know
You
you
should
was
have
coming.
told Jay. that-
He said, oh no, we could, you know, not or not. It's you know what I mean.
I mean, if Jay would have told us in advance we gotta buy CDs for $10.
Well, I just told him that. I just told him that. See what I
You know what,
just.
I'm gonna stop harassing you. Let's
Do you
get
need me to
through this.
market you? No.
I'm stop asking questions.
No, I'm glad you're a little bit more back down to you because you was tensing up when he was there. I'm like, oh my gosh, come on, go back to you, go back to you. Go ahead.
Jay was making me nervous.
Yes, I like this party. It was cool. I can understand more.
Okay, I'm very very apologize, but
For what?
you know, huh?
You did a good job. Don't apologize for it.
Fast.
Yeah, you're cool now. You're relaxed. You're shellacked.
Thank you.
You lost me at the monkey head.
I know. You did that, right?
Well, look, Jay said he gives one-on-one help. So
No, he was just telling them.
I was like, what the heck? That's why I kept telling you stop using them doggone shortcuts. Show me where you find them.
Oh well, I'm
Girl, he made a monkey on there. I thought it was a cow. I'm like, this is
Did
going
you write anything down?
No.
All right, let me.
You learn by doing.
Yeah,
Yes.
you learn by
That's
doing.
all. You can write it all down.
I just know where to. I just need to.
Okay,
I
here's-
just want to
here's
get
the
one of
green
these
screen.
virtual assets and get my face in there to look.
Okay, this is the green screen. This is the green screen. What I did with the guy this, over here. This is the green screen. What I did, cut out on the green screen, and I took that. I'm pressed the tab T. This is all the functions, the kiosks of keying. This is this is the editor. This is just the still shot. This is the keying. This is where I take the green
I have
out.
my green screen slide.
This is for like this is for your matting, garbage mat. And this is your core matting.
What's the difference between garbage and core?
Well, garbage mat is like a mask.
Okay. And core?
It tells you that they're,
Okay.
you know, I mean, this is for code and output. Sometimes you hover it tells you.
Okay.
This is your green, and I took out the green. After that, I multiply it by, I translate it because I was moving him down. You can't move him down for using video now. X and Y, you know what I mean? Over here, I converted. Yeah, I changed size, converted it into a black and white, and I got the black drop, and I color it to a black and white image because I was getting rid of this part.
Okay.
And I used this part and converted it, and use set alpha, and turn it white, and I use alpha over with the same image. Connect the same image, which I translated up here because it was so weird. It was down there. Over here, I scaled it, and then I multiply it, and then press out of there, and I made it a little like little doodad. You know, you can do that when you make a group, and then you could just compose it, and then you view it in its viewports. You know what I mean? This is, I'm gonna show you this right now. So I'm gonna break it down like show you how that's the breakdown, because if you don't get it, because this is what happens. Say I like it like this, okay? You go to here, you go to user preference. Now about the shortcut keys. These are your user preference. This is your editing. Way how you want your editing. This is your input. This is for all your keys.
Okay.
That's for all your keys and all the shortcut keys for it.
Okay.
This is your add-ons. This is what I'm telling you about. You go install.
So you just gotta click on
and
it.
then click on whatever you want to add on. Put that in install. And then you got a whole bunch of add-ons on here. So if anything's able, if you got anything disabled, you able it. You know what I mean? These got some really cool features with them. Okay, these are themes. You can change the color of your themes. Okay, this is your file. You can load your files into your if you want to change your, you know, where you want to accept that, and it's real easy. And if you have Photoshop, you could accept Photoshop, and it's open up Photoshop while you're editing in text play mode. This is system. You know what I mean? And then you can change the color of your system, and it's the whole thing about caching. Turn your cache limit all the way up when you motion tracking. You know what I mean? All the way up. Memory cache itself could
Why do you turn it all the way up?
because it could load in faster your movie when you're rendering. Okay. I usually turn that up. And then if you like it like this, you go add say save default. Control U. And then when I press new, it opens like that.
Okay.
Let me show you again. Open new, and it opens up there.
Okay.
That's your default status, and you just mess with that and nothing else. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay, and then you just mess with this until you know how to use your own, because you can use this, split your screen, and change it whatever you want to change. You know what I mean? It's all customized. You know what I mean? You know, whatever you want. You know what I mean? You can add your properties or whatever. whatever you're doing. So, and then you can join it by sliding that over. You know what I mean? It's really, this is your other toolbars I didn't mention. These are other toolbars where you can use your display, render display, your shading, your motion tracking, your background and stuff like that. So I'm gonna repeat one more time. For everybody else who don't understand, Blender come with default with 3D. Okay, this is your file. Okay, this is your import, export, any file from except anything from except After Effects stuff. They're in here too. So you know what I mean. Also, you could external save your package. This is your render. This you're gonna use. This is the F12 render animation, render GPL, window, help, go bunch of help, and all that stuff. Yeah, and help, and also we got YouTube, we got CG Cookie. I'm gonna show you open all that up. Okay, this is the defaults. These are different modes. What I just showed you earlier. This is your scene. You can add a scene. Like you just press the add new, add copy, or add full. Then you can delete a scene. Over here is your Blender render, Blender game engine cycles. That's our new game. That's our new render cycles because you can render on a viewport. You know what I mean? You can render because there's no lights in there. So you know what I mean? I didn't add no lights to the scene. So if I add a light to the scene, because say I want to render this on a viewport, just press emission, and I'll go to here and just press this, base it, and then I'll just press F12. You got yourself a simple scene, you know what I mean? Render scene. Cycles the best way to go. They're trying to integrate cycles. Particles, this is their particles. Press new particles. And you press this button to run your particles.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And thing about objects,
I like that.
I could add, duplicate the delete that, and I could move this to a different layer. And what I could do is, instead of having this, I could have this as objects, like cube 102 is rendering cubes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Render, size, how big your cube is.
That's cool.
And all that stuff.
Now I'm impressed.
I didn't show you nothing yet. I didn't show you physics yet. then it's all animated. So all this is all live animation. You just
so
see.
Could you actually show us a picture of it, like what you do?
Well, I got animated.
Oh, okay, I understand.
And it's gonna take a while to animate it.
Got you.
Yeah.
You can show, okay.
Yeah. Once I press the animation button, it's gonna animate, and right now it's gonna animate as a peg. It's gonna hold a bunch of files.
Got you. I understand what you
yeah,
okay.
And then right now I didn't set it up where sometimes I have my hands, but it's on real time. Oh, I didn't show you fluid simulation yet. Oh, timeline.
Okay, so it went like slow. Oh.
Yeah, timeline. You just look at the timeline and stuff like that.
Say that again.
Like editing.
I know.
Like you're editing a video.
Like that would be a person walking backwards, right?
No.
No.
Let me go full. I'm sorry. Hey. No. This is just timeline where you just see. You know.
Okay.
Like
You
when do
rewind.
video.
Yeah, rewind and fast forward the play line. There's nothing to do with animation. Now I didn't show you the rigging part yet, and it's be more complex when you show you the rigging. Yeah, let me turn off particle system, and let me show you fluid systems. Let me make this domain real quick, and I'm gonna duplicate. I'm just demonstrating something. You know what I mean? I guess I'm gonna use you know what? I'm just gonna subdivide it real quick, and I'm using this as a flow. Who cares? All right. So this is the domain. This is a fluid system right here. This is the domain. Press domain, and this is the fluid system. Fluid. And if I press A, I think I did it wrong. Who is it? Inflow. Did I get it right? Eh, oh, sometimes it don't work.
So that's like when you want it to look like there's some kind of like lava flowing out of out of a volcano.
Hold up, because sometimes Blender act funny, and you gotta say, let's say, if fluid. Oh, come on now. It's supposed to let me flow. It's supposed to be off the bat.
So what are you trying to do now?
No, I'm showing the fluid simulation, which is not working on my computer today, and
So is it not gonna work on the CD?
Hold on. And flow. I've done this a million times. Now it's want to act up.
It's okay. Take your
Take
time.
your time.
Acts up on all of us.
You mentioned domain, but you never clicked on domain.
See, someone making me nervous.
Yeah, I know. You was just flowing with the flow. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, you click on domain first, right?
And flow.
Well,
Take your time. Take your
The
time.
X, Y, and Z. Are you supposed to incorporate?
No. I know what I'm doing. I'm on cycle. That's why.
So what are we supposed to be on?
Let's do this Joker again.
Okay.
Okay, from the beginning.
Rotation.
I'm sorry. My mistake, because I'm going so super fast.
Don't go fast. Slow down.
Right, slow down 5.
Whatever we get.
I don't know this.
We're not in Amsterdam.
Right. We're
Put up
in Philly.
my domain. Okay, this is my domain, Postally. Usually works off the back and everybody love it, like, oh cool, that's pretty cool. This is my fluid.
Okay.
And domain.
And inflow.
Let's see. Make sure everything is right on the world properties. If I get this fluid, and it's supposed to work off the back. If it don't work, I'm gonna kill myself.
Don't do that. That's no good.
There we go. See, it's doing it now. Here we go.
Now press.
It's working.
It's saying bake 27. It's baking.
Yeah. Oh, it's blinking simulation. Oh, they changed it. That's what happened. It changed it.
You didn't review before you got here.
I've done this a million times with using Flow.
I know.
And it should be all off the back, pressing A.
So you have
off
to
the
bake
back.
it before it starts working?
Now you have to bake it before you press the play button.
Okay.
And works off the button. Yeah, cook it in the oven.
You guys suck.
Okay, here we go.
There it is. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
okay.
That's cool.
okay.
We went through all that to get that.
Sometimes it act crazy.
Can you make it do something else besides falling around into shape?
Well,
It shimmers.
well. See, that's another tutorial itself.
Okay,
It's
we
gonna
don't
take
want
hours.
that. Just stick with this one.
I want it to look like a wave.
I
Wave or get it.
Watch this. Watch this. We got an ocean simulator. Watch. Wait, we got an ocean simulation, but that's another tutorial itself.
Oh, that's cool.
All right.
That's another tutorial itself.
You know, when Moses parted the Red Sea, I'm gonna be in the middle of it, parting the Red Sea. We got Divine Diva. We know how to do that.
Yes.
Anyway, Dar.
Could you go over compositing real quick?
We just went over compositing.
Yeah.
We did. It was deep. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
What did we learn from it?
Oh, I should have just say, we should have say, we should have say, what the hell? We should have say some. Oh, I don't know what the.
Oh, that's cool.
This is a different simulation of ocean simulation.
Okay.
That's with the choppiness.
So basically, this is what the news use when they're showing us on television.
No, they
No.
use something else. No.
They use something else.
Yeah.
Okay. But you know, no, sis, you know how they show the the different simulations.
Yeah, I
and stuff?
know.
Like the clouds.
Right.
I know very well.
I know you know. That's why I asked you.
So
That's in the CGs.
Okay.
that's in the CG. They got it,
I mark it though.
and this is today. You don't want to work today. Come on, work. Let's see how many times.
I like that.
See, it's supposed to move when rendering, and it's not moving.
No, it's not. This is choppy. This
Hit
is
apply. Hit apply.
No. You could do it on the fly. You could do it on the fly. Let me show you the other one, because this is acting up crazy. Let me show you the other one. Show you the other one. Why? Show you the other one. I'm gonna show you why. Why why.
Take your time, relax.
I'm trying to. Only give me
That's
an
my
hour.
logo.
Only give me an hour.
He's using your computer.
No, he's using his computer. He just helped me with my logo. And then we Bluetooth back and forth.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what happened. I don't have my other one.
Question.
Yes.
If I forgot. Never mind. If I'm doing a movie, if I'm doing a movie and I want to put some of these effects in it, I can do that, right? If I have a video.
Yeah, you do whatever you want with Blender. See, I don't know what's going on, but sometimes it's open source. It does this. You know what I mean? You gotta spec what it does. You know what I mean? With Blender, you know what I mean? Sometimes you have to expect where you have to expect. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's supposed to, like, you know, why it had to, why you have to bake the ocean, but it should be able to.
So why don't you click apply?
No, you could it moves. Trust me, when you see it, it moves.
Do it again.
But won't it move easier with
I'm trying to. It's not working.
I'm sorry.
I
Jay,
feel
you got me, right?
embarrassed.
You got me? Okay. I'll be here tomorrow.
Ocean.
Yeah, well,
You're trying to click apply?
no, you don't have to click apply. It works off the bat. Like this wave generator. Okay.
Generate a wave.
Okay, this wave generator.
We gotta wrap up.
Yeah.
This should have been a 2-day class.
Yeah.
Well, the goal was just for Rob to just go over what is possible.
And then you'll sit with us.
And if based on like feedback, what particularly, because there's a lot you can do.
I know.
So if you guys had something specific that you wanted to work on,
Mm-hmm.
Rob could come in and then work on.
See, like that.
Individually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
something in
cool.
particular.
Yeah, for
Question.
some reason it's
To
not
Jay.
working.
I have some green screen in my logo.
Mhm.
Can I edit stuff into the green screen on here?
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool.
I just showed you that.
You can key in.
Did I just show you the keying part?
Yes, you did. Thank you very much, sir.
All you do with the keying on here, before we wrap it up, you go to your Know Better Than, because I didn't get to the whole tutorial on that. We'll get to that one later, because
Is this next week too?
order to do the input, press image, and I'm sorry, you know, if y'all want one-on-one, I mean, the ocean simulator it's not working on. Watch, it's gonna work when y'all not around.
It does. It does. Matter of fact, it's gonna start
I've been
waving.
trying to show him my phone. It only works with me.
Usually how it works. Yeah.
It's gonna wave when we're not around.
He gonna be mad.
It's working
He gonna be like, yeah, you wanna work?
Y'all be here, don't work. Y'all leave.
Okay, here's the green screen.
Okay.
V to zoom out. V to zoom out.
That's a nice
I know you hate
green
shortcut.
No, I just don't like. It's not that
And
I
here
don't
we
like
go.
shortcuts. It's just that
Kiosk
when we do it, we need to know where it is up here in the pull down.
right here, the sidebar. Just click on the sidebar.
Okay.
File.
I don't hate plugins. I don't hate shortcuts. Just need to know the long cuts. That's where I learned the shortcuts.
Where you learn the shortcut?
Oh yeah.
let me connect it the easy way instead of that way.
Yeah, do it really easy for us.
Okay.
We ain't got skills like you.
You know how to do it.
Okay, so now it's clicking in the white. You see that?
Uh-huh.
So now I'm just going to take the eyedrop, click that,
Oh, okay, I like that.
and get rid of the green screen and stuff like that.
So could you explain why the interface looks like that? Like why did they choose to have?
Well, why the interface looking like that? Because what it looks before, I'm gonna show you what it looked like before. Y'all gonna run away from this. What it looked like before. Don't play with me. What it looks like before.
We should steal this.
No, it's open source.
Okay. Well, it's open source. Why are you charging us $10 for the CD?
Because it's donation. This is what it looked like before. This is what it looked like before. This is what it looked like before. Yeah. This all shortcuts. And it's much harder. Much harder. And this don't have no editor like that. So complex.
Okay.
And I could do a fluid simulation on this with no problem. You know what I mean? Because you don't need to bake on this. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot different. See?
I don't like cooking. I'm sorry.
Oh, why?
Yeah, we're just gonna like wrap up the next like couple minutes.
Okay.
So we can get back to the just like regular session.
Okay. Add fluid. Add domain. Fluid. And then I'll press A. Did I do it right? Okay. Yeah. I'll press A. Okay. I'm gonna just say inflow. I'll press. Oh yeah, it's baking.
Okay.
Let it bake. Sometimes it
I
loads
hope it
up.
don't burn.
Don't burn.
Don't burn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got class cut out.
Here we go. Let it bake for a little bit. And now press that. And it's the same thing. I'm press A. And so that's the fluid simulation. You know.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And I can make it all kinds of stuff with it. So yeah, so that's the whole thing. This is the old version. This is what it look like. And these are the modes. You only get a sequence editor, same thing. You know what I mean? This is a scripting, you know what I mean? It's modeling and rendering and all that stuff. So it's the same same scenario. So that's why he say, look, see the difference? You know what I mean? So between that and that, you chose this one because look how easy this one is.
The latest, right?
That's the latest one. And it's much easier to add stuff to it. You know what I mean? You can drag and drop stuff into it. You know what I mean? I could add like it's because it's easier to add in the shortcut keys to A. You know what I mean? And
A for add.
A for add. You know? Oh,
Is
Shift
it A
A,
or is it
Shift A,
A?
Shift A, Shift A, Shift A. And I'm gonna add another image, and I'm gonna wrap this up. Oh, guys, I'm sorry about that.
Don't say sorry.
Yeah,
No, just sorry.
I like
I
that.
appreciate the.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming here too.
Yeah.
External renderers, previous versions. So the version that's out now is Blender 2.70,
Yeah.
and we can go through this website.
It's on all the computers.
It's on all the computers.
Oh yeah. You use it already, Jay?
A little bit, but yeah, and I know where things are. But
Jay, I'll be here tomorrow around 1.
Play with this. I
got that, Rob.
Yeah.
Yep. And here's the background. See, when I put the background in, see how tall it is?
Yes.
And I could move it from the distortions, like translations, and just move it down. See it's moving.
Oh, okay.
And it's running in real time.
Okay.
And that's the green screen we just did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the backdrop is a part of the green screen.
Yep. And you could pick it up, put it down. So you know, and you just press 12. You know what I mean?
Okay, I got
and all
one
that
more
stuff.
question before we
Yes.
wrap up. Okay, if I'm doing a promo for my show, can I I want to do a promo and I think I don't have to use my backdrop. I can throw my backdrop in there on the green screen, right?
Right.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
You could what I have plugins and stuff that with all those with plugins, you know. I mean, you go to here and you just go to computer user or API lesson and it goes right to Blender itself, you know.
Okay.
I mean, API with the scripts and stuff like that.
Okay.
And it'll tell you about add-ons and stuff like that and all that stuff. And I'm just like your node, you know, this is just the game engine mode and stuff like that and all that stuff. So I do have a couple of scenes where I model out. So this is one of my models. You know what I mean? Oh, one of my models.
Oh God, he looks ugly. That's the monkey on top.
That's not the monkey. This is one of my models I did. You know what I mean? 3D. I baked and scoped. You know what I mean? And I show you the modeling features, stuff like that, like this one. You know what I mean?
So how do you take that box from there? Never mind. We'll find out.
Yeah, that's the next session.
Okay.
Modeling, modeling, turning the box into a character.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Hold on, I did 5 minutes ago. Where are you? I'll call you phillycam guy. You know, because I named it. Here we go, TV man. This is I did with a box.
Okay.
You know what I mean? In 5 minutes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is the
So
edit.
that's how people create their own characters in their animations.
Yep. And this is what the before I leave. I know I'm so excited. You know, I mean, I rigged something up already. So this is this is our rigging system. It's already had animation in it. It's our rigging system. Order the animated character, you got rig it. It's like stop motion and stuff like that.
This reminds me of iRobot.
And then this is how the professionals animate it. You know what I mean? This is the reason why it's like stop motion. Click 1, click 2. You know what I mean? Yep. You can break dance. Yep. But it takes time.
Right.
It takes over 100 frames to make that. You know what I mean? You know, it takes time.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
So when you see it running,
See, I already got on.
Oh wow, so that takes time. Okay, so when they make it.
See, I already got on auto frame. It's already got on auto frame, so you know, it's go like this.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then why it's moved, I could go like this. And then I could.
Is he dancing?
you look like he's dancing.
I am too.
Pastor?
And now I'm just gonna select all these guys and just.
And just put it all together.
If you just, I'm just gonna hide. I'm gonna hide these guys. Hide, and it's look funny. Yeah. You know what I mean? Something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they do it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Rob, you did a good job because we were giving you help. Except for the pastor back there.
No, he's all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Look for me.
Yeah, monkey face. Though.
See, what it is, Rob, it's like you were in Amsterdam with a bunch of eggheads. We're not eggheads.
This is me. This is me. If y'all want to look at me, that's me. One of the professionals.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know why they took it down, but if I log in, you know, this is what you receive if I log in. You know, I got to talk to them because I already paid them my money. You know,
You had to pay for this?
Yeah, this is what it look like with my stuff and stuff like that. Now this is my game. You know what I mean? I got YouTube.
Okay, that's at blendernetwork.org/Robert-Frost.
Foster, yeah.
Okay.
And it's
So you know how
mine.
to do Dragon Ball Z.
That takes time.
She said you know how to do.
See, I'm not that slow. Okay, that takes time. Okay. Them
It takes a lot of people.
Those
It takes a lot of
characters take
people.
time.
Them characters is a joke. Yeah.
I don't do Dragon Ball Z. That's something I don't do. Everybody do them, but I don't do them.
What character?
But that's all created from
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying,
animation.
yeah.
But that's what I don't do. I don't do that.
What is those?
Yeah,
Avatars?
Huh?
So the next like 30 minutes, we're
Uh-huh.
doing like a just sort of Final Cut 101.
Okay.
So anybody that's working on a project in Final Cut, that's what we're doing.
This is what I made earlier.
Mine.
This is what I made earlier, though.
Okay, cool.
And it's
You know what I mean? Modeling is tedious. Sometimes take a couple days, weeks,
Mhm.
and you got to texture it.
That explains why it takes them so long to do animations in movies. So it's like she said, it must have took them a heck of a long to do Avatar. She got so many colors.
it's already on my.
Oh, I'll show you what it used for Avatar. This
Put it
machine.
in my.
This is another tutorial in itself. This is a program that don't use Blender. Use this machine, ZBrush. And I'm gonna load it up. Yeah, I'm gonna load it up. This is ZBrush. This is another software itself. It's a sculpting software. So this is what I was sculpting in.
Yeah.
This is what I was sculpting in earlier.
Ew, that looks ugly.
I sculpted that character.
But that looks like a sci-fi character.
Yeah, that's a bust.
It sure does.
But that's too high to run in for animation. But this is what I was working on earlier.
It's hard to tell, like, it's kind of blurry. It's hard to tell, like.
This is what I'm working on now.
Yeah.
I'm still working progress on that. You know what I mean? So this is sculpting. You know what I mean? So I'll show you a demonstration of this thing.
This is really.
You've done a lot.
I really am proud of
Yeah,
This is like, see, this is like sculpting stuff like that.
Oh, so that's how they made her face.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
And what program is this?
ZBrush, it's expensive. It's not free. $700.
ZBrush.
And I got a copy of it.
For $10?
$40 for that.
Okay, $40 for
Oh, so that explains how they did Elmo and
Like 3D fish and just like
fish
follow
name.
them.
What's that fish name that talk?
Nemo.
Nemo. Called it Elmo.
They use Maya for that. They use Maya, different software. They don't use our
I'm making
software.
a different
I'm
software.
making
Yeah.
it work now.
Yeah.
Thinking now. Me nerves. Like,
Yeah.
Basically, we saw that.
that's how it should have been. They should have said names and characters, and then he could. That's how he could show
You should
it.
relate to it.
Relate. That's the only way I would be able to get it.
It's a Blender tutorial too you gotta take too. This is one of the Blender
It was,
tutorials.
that's
People
what
told me
my business needed an app. Instead, I hired a dentist.
We got some fresh news for our coffee.
This is more deep. This is more in depth of Blender tutorial. If y'all want to take, this is more. This is what you want to look in. This is more in depth in Blender and Blender editor. You know what I mean?
TV, this is motion graphics. with
Yeah,
Blender.
yeah.
Crazy light and just kind of sped through.
This is where you go at when you want to look at Blender tutorials and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I got a lot of animation. This is ZBrush stuff. You know what I mean? And I like tech stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So at the end, he's like an old man. And he goes out on a boat.
I know.
Fishing, and he ends up dying. His mouth.
That's my game.